So hello everybody. In case if you don't know me yet, which obviously you won't, I am Devesh Trivedi. I'm a 22-year-old living in Delhi and I make videos on YouTube. My videos are typically on the niche self-improvement, I would say, because I help people who are suffering from a few of the common problems that we have or face in the modern world. I help them identify their patterns. I give them a protocol to follow by which they can try getting on a better path so that they can improve themselves in their life and they could actually be a better human being. How do I make these videos? I mean, why do I make these videos? Because felt a lack of I felt a lack of genuine advice out there on internet. I always felt that there was just way too many noise. There was just way too much noise on the internet. Now, what I'm trying to do with this video specifically is that I have already been posting for about 30-31 days now. And I won't be wrong if I said that I have almost got zero views because the views you see on my channel are basically my own only, or maybe a few of my friends who are stalking me, not any real viewers so far. So अब तुमने obviously you have clicked on this video because of the title. So I won't waste any more of time. Actually what happens is कि मेरे पास I have decided that I would make two videos from now on because actually my personal goal through these videos, first is to obviously help you guys, and second is to improve my ability to speak, to become a more articulate speaker, so that even if YouTube does not works out for me, or Instagram or social media does not works out for me, I am still left with a skill that I can use to dominate in real world. थोड़ा ज़्यादा heavy बोल दिया but हाँ. So actually I make videos every single day. Now जो मेरी वो videos होती है ना, वो एक script होती है. I have to go through a script because मैंने protocol लिख रखा है, and I really want to take you through that protocol so that you are able to use that material, so that you are able to bring a change in your life. And somewhere it limits me, and somewhere I also find myself fumbling a lot when I speak. I find myself using tons and tons of filler words. So this attempt, from now on I'll post two videos. One is where I'll strictly stick to the protocols so that I can help you guys bring a real change if you want that. But the other one is simply me speaking, a talking head video. Speaking क्या accent है ये? Is simply me speaking to the camera, a generic talking head video on the same topic. What this would do is, first obviously I will post two videos a day. My goal is to basically post at least 1000 long format videos on my YouTube channel so that I can look back at something, or specifically till 26th of July I want to post as many videos as possible. So yeah, all I think the number comes up to around 120 videos, but I would like to double it. And to double it, what do I gotta do? I gotta post more. I gotta post more. Calm down, speak with more elegance, speak with more substance and more depth to your words. Okay, don't panic, don't mind me. Also, these videos, they won't have any cuts. I prefer not having any cuts in my videos because eventually I would improve, because I'm constantly studying my videos. I constantly make notes of what I'm actually doing wrong, and I try not to repeat those mistakes. So these videos, they won't have any cuts in them. Might be boring, you might not want to stick. That's not my goal. My goal is to actually improve myself. And if you don't want to join me on this particular journey, then again, बेस्ट ऑफ लक. यू कैन डू वट एवर यू फील लाइक. बट मैं क्यों इतना खींच रहा हूँ इस चीज़ को? सो बेसिकली जब मैं वीडियोस बना लेता हूँ अपनी स्क्रिप्ट प्रोटोकॉल्स वाली, उनको रेंडर होने में टाइम लगता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अभी वो वीडियो रेंडर हो रही है बैठ करके. सो वाई नॉट यूज दिस टाइम टू फ्रीली एक्सप्रेस माई थॉट्स एंड टू 1 मिनट के अंदर बैठ के बोलना है भाई मेरे को इस टॉपिक के बारे में, बिना रुके बोलना है और अच्छे से बोलना है, ताकि मैं ऐसा बोलूँ कि भाई लोग सुने बैठ करके. तगड़ा स्पीकर बनना भाई, तगड़ा. दैट इज व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू अचीव हियर. हमारे आज की वीडियो का टॉपिक था कि कैसे English, try English. Let's go. You can do it. You can do it. So हमारी आज की वीडियो का टॉपिक. So the topic for our today's video, which is already live on YouTube I guess up until now, was how to actually move on, because most of the time we find ourselves in such a complicated place where we are suffering. Why? Because we are not able to get this one particular person off our mind, or maybe we are not able to get rid of a certain addiction that we might have. Now, I personally have been someone who has loved a lot, has got his heart broken a lot of time, and obviously 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So because I have got my heart broken so many times, I had to move on quite a few times. Then obviously I would like to admit. So how did I do that? I think I have kind of cracked the code here. And I'm not going to give you something generic that you hear all the time on YouTube or on social media platforms. I'm only going to tell you things that really genuinely work for me. Apart from this addiction. Now, what addictions you could have? Alcohol, smoking. I have never done any of those, so I can't tell you on that. But I had another addiction, which is a genuine thing. That is masturbating. Yeah, I did have a masturbation addiction back in the day, around almost about 4 years now. It's been almost 4 to 3 years at least. So, how did I overcome this addiction of mine? That is what we're going to talk about today. What I feel first is that YouTube or social media in general, because there is just so much noise online, that most of the advice that you would receive is generic advice, and it is also pure bullshit. I have seen so many people make videos for the sake of making it. They're better cinematographer, but they also know topic. What topic do they have? Generic videos, generic advices, all framed in excellent cinematography. But then comes people like me who are excellent fucking speakers who can talk their way and genuinely provide a solution. But हम लोग cinematography पे इतना ध्यान नहीं देते, just a fucking camera, my room, me sitting here and all those things. Nothing so crazy about my videos specifically. And also, sometimes I overreact because I'm kind of a retard. I've always been this way. Sometimes I just overreact a fucking lot. It might even cringe you at times. It cringes me at times. It is very difficult for me to sit down and watch my videos because I overreact so many times and I speak so fast because my mind and my thought, they're not actually able to connect. Let's not get away from the topic. Let's stick to the topic. Today's video is going to be pure bullshit. So if you're sticking with it, I think you're sticking for my personal personality. तुम मेरी personality के लिए देख रहे हो, मैं पकचोदी कर रहा हूँ इस वीडियो में बैठ करके, as simple as that. But I'm not going to do पकचोदी every single time. मैं genuine content दूंगा इसके बाद से, क्योंकि मैं वैसे भी रोज तो एक डाल ही रहा हूँ. अब से रोज दो डालूंगा, रील्स भी डालूंगा. रील्स तो खैर रील्स भी रोज डाल ही रहा हूँ. इसी टॉपिक पर डाल दिया, रील्स सुबह ही डाल दी थी, बाद में वीडियो तो अब बनी है. So let's come to it. What are we talking about? How to move on? To move on, तो मैं देखो simple protocol which I'll tell you first is कि if you really want to move on from a person and you are finding it very difficult to move on, I'll tell you this one genuine thing. The only way to move on from a person is start loving another person. Start loving another person. Difficult, sounds very bullshit. क्या बोल रहा है नहीं? I love her. I love her so much. I love him so much. No, I just can't. I can't agree. I can't get myself to agree on this part that start loving someone. No, I can't do this. Stop this fucking cap. Stop lying. Stop capping, bro. So yeah, what I'm actually trying to tell you is, look, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I am the guy. I am the guy who has had to move on so many times. I don't even remember now. इतना move on करना पड़ा मुझे लाइफ में लोगों से. So if I'm telling you something, trust me on that. वीडियो रेंडर हो चुकी है, so इसको अपलोड पे भी लगाना पड़ेगा. अभी नहीं, I'll just finish it ASAP because मैंने बहुत बोल लिया होगा. एंड ये बस ना रिदम बना रहा हूँ, मोमेंटम बना रहा हूँ मैं फिलहाल. कल से प्रॉपर कट टू कट तगड़ी डालूंगा. कल से देखना, कोई देखता है तो नहीं वीडियोस की, बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है. तो हाँ, मैं क्या बोल रहा था कि हाँ, यू नीड टू स्टार्ट लविंग समवन एल्स. एंड अगर तुम, चलो ठीक है, इतना आसान नहीं होता, लेकिन आई टेल यू वन थिंग. जब तक तुम्हारी लाइफ में कोई और इंसान नहीं आएगा जिसके लिए तुम सेम इंटेंसिटी से प्यार दिखा पाओ, जिसकी तरफ towards whom you are able to show love in a similar intensity that you loved the other person whomever you are missing, it would be very difficult for you to move on. Yes, with the time, the feelings that you have right now, the anxiety you get, the panic attacks you get right now, with time it would die down, it would suppress itself on its own, but you won't be able to forget that person completely 100%. And why am I able to tell you this? Because I've seen it happen. It took me 3 years, and even after 3 years I was not able to move on from this one particular girl, all because I did not had anyone else in my life जिसको मैं उस रोमांटिक नजर से देख पाऊं. And even though मेरे को उतना फर्क, even though for you also the feeling might get a bit more subtle and something that does not affects you the way it does right now. Right now it would be in a much greater intensity, but वो अपने आप कम हो जाता है. लेकिन you won't be able to forget that person, and every once in a while you would have a breakdown. I'm coming from experience, guys, because I was the guy who had constant breakdowns almost every 1 to 1.5 months. I used to cry my eyes out कि मेरे साथ ही क्यों, why me, why is life being so harsh or so cruel to me, why me, what did I do to deserve all this. और तुम्हारे साथ भी होगा, very normal, until you give your heart to another person. And I'm not trying to force you into a relationship by saying this. I'm not trying to say, I'm just trying to say कि you need to start admiring someone else. And if you can't do that, इसको ना force मत करना. The more you force it, the more difficult it would be for you. तुम्हें क्या लगता है ये पैटर्न मैंने आज आइडेंटिफाई करा है? नहीं, मैं ये पैटर्न बहुत पहले समझ के बैठा हूँ. बट आई वॉज स्टिल नॉट एबल टू मूव ऑन बिकॉज मैं फोर्सफुली लोगों को लाइक कर रहा था. अगर तुम ओरिजिनली naturally if you don't like another person you won't be able to move on, and that's a fact. That's a fact. But there is something else that you can do, very strong, very powerful thing which you can do. And I might sound corny or generic, but you need to sit with yourself and you need to go through all of your life in your head, and you need to find one unfair advantage that you might feel you would have had. बचपन से कुछ तो होगा तुम्हारे बारे में अच्छा. मैं अपने बारे में बताता हूँ. मैं मेरे my thoughts, my fucking brain is not, in sync with my tongue. I think so fast and I'm not able to put that out in words, and that is what I'm suffering from. I need to have a grip. I need to stop overreacting as well. Although it's cool because nobody's gonna watch this anyway. So yeah, it's cool. I can still post it out. And anyways, whatever I'm spitting right now, this is genuine game. This would genuinely help you. So yeah, enough of the overreaction. So what was I telling you? Yeah. So everybody has this unfair advantage in their life, and you need to find that. You know why? Because you need something that moves your heart. I was kind of wrong to say you need to give your heart to a person, or you need to let a person move your heart the way this particular person is, जो तुम्हें feel करा रहा है खराब. You need to find something you are so passionate about that you become obsessed with that thing. So obsessed that it moves your heart in a very great way. Obsession चाहिए तुम्हें लाइफ में regarding something. You need to build something जो कि तुम देख सको कि ये तो मेरा बच्चा है, मेरा बेबी है, इसको मैं बड़ा कर रहा हूँ धीरे टाइम के साथ. You need something of that sort in your life. I hope I'm making sense here because that truly works. How do you think I moved on from this girl I was not able to move on for 3 years? I started leaning into what I truly felt I was destined to do, speaking. I feel genuinely, and I could be wrong, I could be delusional, but I genuinely feel I was meant for speaking. And even if I was not, it is still a skill. And I am sitting here trying to build this skill up, if you get what I mean. I'm passionate about it. I'm obsessed. How do you think a person can post 30, 31? This is my 33rd, no, 34th video without the passion to do it. No, I'm genuinely upset. I don't care मेरे को views आए ना आए. I'm doing it for myself. I told you I have a goal. I have a goal to achieve, and I love doing this. I can do this all day, any day, पूरे time. I can yap as much as you want me to yap. I was called radio when I was a kid, so that's that. But not this. This is not about me. This is about you. That you need to find something you are genuinely passionate towards, because then you can put your heart into that thing. You can build it, and when you are in the process of building it, nothing would matter. Not a person would matter, not an addiction would matter. How do you think I cured my addiction for masturbating? How do you think I did that? I did that by putting myself into things I genuinely loved from all of my heart. If you love scrolling reels, then it is over for you. I can't help you. Click off the video, please. I'm sorry I made you click on this video. If you love scrolling reels, please go away. I need you to do something. For example, I'll tell you how did I break the habit of masturbating. I was very passionate about playing video games and doing gym. And also speaking, as I told you. So what I did was very simple. I played video games and I lifted. And what else I did? I started making content. तुम्हें लग रहा है कि मेरा पहला चैनल है? नो. दिस इज माई, आई ऑल्सो डोंट नो. तुम जाके सर्च करो दिवेश त्रिवेदी यूट्यूब पे. एक स्पाइडरमैन वाला चैनल आएगा, वहां पे आके देखना. मैं तब से बना रहा हूँ भाई कंटेंट. मैं बहुत पहले से बना रहा हूँ कंटेंट. आज तो 22 साल का हूँ, तब मैं कभी बहुत छोटा था, तब से बना रहा हूँ मैं. सो आई स्टार्टेड मेकिंग कंटेंट. मैंने टेक की वीडियोस बनाई, मैंने वर्कआउट वीडियोस बनाई, मैंने सेल्फ इम्प्रूवमेंट की वीडियो बनाई, मैंने व्लॉग्स बनाए, मैंने बहुत कुछ बनाया. एंड सबसे अच्छी बात, इस पर व्यूज भी आए. 200 व्यूज, 300 व्यूज. इस पे नहीं आ रहे भाई, उस पे आए. And I loved it. I loved the whole process. मैंने अपने आप को पूरा डुबा दिया इस चीज में. वर्कआउट करना, उसकी वीडियोस बना करके डालना, एंड उसके अलावा अपना ये काम करना, वीडियो गेम्स वगैरह खेलना, वीडियोस बनाना, पूरा मतलब बढ़िया. जो बोलते हैं ना, बिजी रखो अपने आप को. आई थिंक वो ये होता है. ऐसे खाली पीली मत रखो. अगर तुम अपने आप को जबरदस्ती बिजी रखोगे ना, समथिंग विच यू आर नॉट इवन पैशनेट अबाउट, यू आर डूइंग सेल्फ हार्म. यू आर डूइंग सेल्फ हार्म ब्रो. बिकॉज तुम डिसिप्लिन ही नहीं रहे. तुम्हें उसके लिए डिसिप्लिन चाहिए होगा टू शो अप एवरी सिंगल डे. बट इफ there is something you are genuinely passionate about, obsession bro, obsession. You are simply obsessed. You don't even need discipline. You will show up every single day. You will do it because I am doing it. Look at me. I'm a fucking nobody. I've achieved nothing in my life. All I've done my whole life was recognize pattern, was be self-aware about what is happening around me, and only think. I'm a chronic overthinker. I think about things. I try to find logic in things. I hope I'm making sense. Now, I won't like to make this yap session any longer. I just want to tell you that trust in yourself. You will do it. Either you get a person to love, which should happen naturally. Don't force yourself into liking someone or into a relationship. Don't do that. That is very bad for you. That will only ruin you. What I want to do is actually find something you're very passionate about. What do you feel very passionate about? If you're a girl, maybe you like dancing, maybe you like singing, maybe you like playing some sort of instrument, maybe you like talking like me, maybe you like to yap in front of a camera, build in public. There is just something about building in public. I treat these things as my babies. These content pieces, these are my babies, bro. This whole channel I'm building, the whole Instagram profile I'm building, it means something to me because it is me, authentically me. This is my thought. This is the part which I'm not able to discuss with my friends. This is the part that I feel shy telling everybody around me. So what do? I put it online. I try to build something out of it. I don't know if I would be successful in that, but even if I was not, I would still take away something very genuine from it, and that is my speaking skills, the ability to talk, and that would then reflect in more aspects of my life, whether that is job or whatever I consider doing in future. So the key takeaway I want you to take from this video, very long app session, I'm really sorry for that, and I'm also sorry for overreacting. कल से ऐसा नहीं होगा. The thing that I want you to take away from this video of mine is find a passion. Find something you are truly passionate. Find something which moves your heart in a similar way your addiction ki talab does. What is that talab you get for whatever you're addicted for? एक तलब से आती है ना कि बेचैनी से हो रही, करना है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मुट्ठी मुट्ठी तो मुट्ठी मारनी है, दारू पीनी है, स्मोकिंग करनी है. वो इंसान, मुझे बस वो मिल जाए, मेरे को वो इंसान चाहिए. इंटेंसिटी है, एक इंटेंसिटी से तुम्हारा हार्ट हिल रहा है, यहाँ वहाँ हो रहा है, बेचैन हो रहा है. सेम बेचैनी तुम्हें एक काम के लिए होनी चाहिए, एक ऐसा काम जिसके लिए तुम नेचुरली ड्रिवन हो. समथिंग यू वांट टू परस्यू जेन्युइनली. यू हैव दैट थिंग, फाइंड इट. इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू, अगर मुझे बहुत सारे कमेंट्स आ गए ना कल को कि भाई नहीं यार हम बहुत ऐसे डाउट में है, क्लाउडी क्लाउडी है, तो मैं डिस्कॉर्ड बना दूंगा एंड यू कैन ऑल कम ऑन दैट डिस्कॉर्ड फॉर फ्री. मैं पैसे वैसे नहीं लूंगा. हम बैठ के बात कर सकते हैं भाई रिगार्डिंग यू, रिगार्डिंग तुम्हारा जो भी डाउट वाउट है, हम बैठ के साथ में सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. आई एम मोर देन हैप्पी टू हेल्प पीपल, क्योंकि मैं भी एक टाइम पे सिचुएशन में था एंड आई वॉज सो अलोन. आई हैड नो बडी टू टेल मी एंड content was not helping me at all. Consuming content, creating to always helped me. Creating has always taught me something about myself, but consuming never helped me. कोई actual tip नहीं मिली. So हाँ, I really wanted कि कुछ टाइम पे कोई, जब आज से 3 साल पहले, इनफैक्ट 2 साल पहले तक भी, कि जब मेरे को था ना कि कोई मुझे समझाए कि it's gonna be all right, I did not had anyone. So I want to be that person for you, if that makes sense, and not to get you emotional and not to cringe you out, but I hope this was helpful, and that's it.